interesting you referenced 2013. I mean, people might forget that you played all 3 tests. When you look back on that 3rd test specifically, did you enjoy that day, or was all of the noise and the chaos that was going on in and around the Lions camp because of the Brian O'Driscoll non-selection, did it slightly get in the way of today's a day of days?
No, because when I look back at it and reflected on it, it almost made it even better.
Really?
Yeah, because the whole week, I didn't think he'd play. I didn't think I'd play. Sorry,
right.
Retract that.
Let's go with the original.
Let's go with the original. I'd cause more of a stir. But so after the 2nd test, because I knew Jamie was going to be fit, like I ended up going out on the Sunday night with the group, and literally thought, right, my tour's over, no more games, and I got trolleyed. Woke up in a car park in Noosa.
It's just a niche way. Like, just how do you end up in a car? Like,
I still to this day don't know how I ended up there.
We just thought you just go, I can't. Life's just too hard at the moment. I'm just gonna have a sleep in a car park.
Well, or just too drunk,
under a car. I get leaning up against a car.
Leaning up against the wall in the car park.
Oh wow, that's like Alan Partridge at the bar.
Yeah. So literally woke up, big panic, and started running back to the hotel, thinking, right, how am I going to explain this? But then a story of Jerry Collins, the late great Jerry Collins, popped in my head that when he used to stay out and enjoy touring, he'd always walk back into the team hotel with a newspaper. And if someone asked, he says, I couldn't sleep. I went and got a newspaper. So a quick detour to a corner shop, pick up a newspaper, get back to the hotel, and I remember in a huge panic, but I was rooming with Christian Wade.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just like super chill. He's like, where you been, Fox? It's like, oh, man, I woke up in a panic in a car park, blah, blah, blah. He's like, get your head down for a couple hours, like, lad, just look after yourself. And then, so Wednesday came, called the coach's office. I thought, here we go, being dropped here now. And I thought, like, well, I've been playing well enough, but they're going to go with Jamie and Brian and tell me they're playing, that me at 13, and I'm like smiling and thinking, here we go. And Gats goes, you happy with that? I said, yeah, I'm over the moon. But in a couple of hours' time, there's going to be a shitstorm happening. Yeah. And then they name the team. Lo and behold, a couple of hours later, there's a Facebook group for Justice for Bod with like 1 million likes. My brother was one of them.
I love your brother.
Yeah,
I love your brother.
He was, but like I wouldn't have changed that whole experience. Even like the press conference going live on Sky Sports News, and the first question was like, Jonathan Davies, you picked ahead of Brian O'Driscoll. Does that make you a better rugby player than him? And I was just like,
how did you answer that?
Yes,
I think it was just like Jeffrey Boycott, straight bat. And for me, it was, look back, won the Test series, and the selection was justified because we won, and it was never about one person. It was about a squad that was trying to win a Test series, and fond memories.
I was going to say, given you'd played the first and second Test though, and it was Jamie that came back in for the third, have you ever wondered why you got more heat than he did? Because surely it was his selection that actually rejigged it.
Yeah.
How does the doc get away with that?
Because the doc.
He's the doc.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a doctor. He saves lives.
Yeah, apparently.
All he does is travel around the world.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same, is it?
Do you have the press conference sort of still hanging when or did you recover? Was that next day?
No, so it was on the Thursday. So we get to Sydney. You know how they do the press? It was like top table, coach and captain, press 3 players, media 3 players. This one just had top table, Jonathan Davies, and that was it. I was like a lamb to the slaughter.
Did they?
What were they doing? That's an extraordinary thing to do.
Just like, that's classic rugby, isn't it? All the press have asked for it. Well, the press can't have you.
There was a photo I think a friend sent me when I was in the press, because like hand like that, and I just looked stressed out.
Really?
But
you hate that as well, because obviously now, we've had you on Goodbye Rugby so many times, you're obviously part of the furniture, but where you are now and the questions you answer now in comparison to where you were before, like that, we're all humble, don't want to say anything, don't overthinking, don't panic. Must have been absolute hell for you.
Oh yeah, I've never seen so many recording items in front of me, and you just think, look, I always think, right, when I'm doing press, if there's no story written about me, I've done my job. I want to be as boring as I possibly can. I was not going to give them anything, like, because I felt like, because you're representing your club or your country, you just didn't want to like and why would I make the opposition angry?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
yeah.
why would I slag off someone
Yeah.
to give them an extra bit of fuel? So I was always really boring.
Did you get any really bad abuse by any Irish people, like for women?
Yeah, loads. One of the tweets I had was, just arrived in Sydney, going to find Jon Fox Davies and break his legs.
From a Lion
Was that your
supporter,
brother again?
Yeah, brother just came in, flown in. So it was just...
Really?
But like, it made the experience even better. So like, yeah, you know.
But it's good. Do you know what? That's the thing, is that everyone gets bogged down with that kind of stuff. If you imagine, that's just added the whole level of romance and story and stuff like that, and dying out. You know, that's like, you played well, you guys looked great, absolutely smoked them.
Yeah.
You know, it was the right decision. It came about. It adds more jeopardy, more story. You know, when you're telling your grandkids in whatever time, boring them to death about, so you can say you won't believe that this is what happened, and it doesn't diminish from the fact that Brian O'Driscoll is one of the greatest rugby players that's ever played. That's what happens in sport.